Yeah. I mean, I just think you got to watch the way we play. You see that we play hard for our coach. Um, and it's hard to, guys that have been here for, the Jalen Harveys, myself, guys that have been here 4 years. I've had so many offensive coordinators and second head coach, all this stuff. It's hard as a person to be vulnerable enough to say, hey, I'm putting my trust in you. I got 6 months with you. Here's all my eggs in the basket. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard, but it was pretty easy with him because he's just so smooth and just his persona, man, and the everything about him is just so positive, and he doesn't sugarcoat things. He gets straight to the point, and if he doesn't like something, he lets you know. If he likes something, he lets you know, and he's never up here, going crazy. He's never down here and in a lull. He's just every time you look at him, anytime you watch a TV copy or anything, it's just Herm straight face. That's his personality, and the biggest thing for me as a human being and as a person is you can look in somebody's eyes and see that they care, and he cares. So.
Randy, do you think that buy-in or belief in what coaches are saying is easier to come by players when guys have done it in the NFL?
What do you mean? Can you?
Like Herb having coached been in the NFL and
Oh yeah.
John Simon versus coaches who don't have that same experience.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking of guys like Coach Herm, Coach Simon, D. Haig, Coach Mawai, all these guys that have been in the league. Why is it easier for people like that to get respect? Well, let's put two and two together. These guys are where guys that are here want to go. So they're going to listen. The guys that are smart, Nikhil, myself, Eno, Cole, Quinn, guys that are smart, they go out of their way to say, hey, man, what can I do in this situation to better myself? What did you do when you were in my shoes? How did you do this? Because that's a vessel. That's a vessel, and that is such a positive thing to have in this program. Guys that have been there that's the culture we want. Any football team in America and college football, you want guys going to the NFL. You want that Alabama. You want that LSU. And you don't get that without experience. So having experience like that is just so valuable.
Manny, for you and Jalen, the seniors, the last couple home games coming up, do you feel
Oh, don't talk about it yet. Say it again.
a sense of urgency?
Definitely. Especially, man, guys like Jalen. I've texted him after the past few games and just let him know how proud I am of him. Somebody who made a position switch and is and hit it full speed, and he's doing really well. And if I could have 11 guys like Jalen Harvey on defense every single play, and a guy that if you make a mistake is going to make it 100 miles an hour, guys that care, guys that are invested, guys that aren't on their phone in the locker room before a game, people, things like that. Those are the guys you want on a football team, and we got a lot of those guys. So it's been I know that the sense of urgency of this team has been really well. We've done some good things this week. We've had a really good week of practice these first two days, and I'm just really excited, man. I'm really excited.
Do you recognize, like you said, players' tendencies if they are on their phone in the locker room? Do you notice the ones that are paying attention, kind of?
I see it all. I've been here too long not to understand the way people work. And I don't care where you go, what school you're at. You're gonna have guys that are not bought in. You're gonna have guys that don't care as much as a fifth-year senior. You're gonna have guys that just don't understand yet. You can't put a 17-year-old freshman in a room with a 22-year-old senior and expect him to have the same level of focus and the same attention to detail as that guy. It's part of college football, though. You got to teach him, and that's what my role has been heavily is trying to show these young guys the level of focus and the attention to detail and just coaching. Really, it's almost like coaching. You got to just be able to be coachable, and when coaches are talking to you, you got to let everybody see you're being coached. Let them be like, nah, I'm too good for that. You can't do that. You got to let guys know you're able to be coached, because then it lets them want it to be coached because they want to be where you're at.
Rob Lycan said yesterday that it's taken him a while to figure out what you do best and how he
Sure. I mean, it's the same thing as if I was in a position where I had my offensive coordinator for 3 years. You would think after 3 years I would know on 3rd and 7 if he goes 2-by-2 call, I know exactly the play he's going to call because we've been in this situation before. And that's I'm not making an excuse, but I just haven't been fortunate enough to have that, to have the comfortability of knowing exactly what my OC is thinking because we haven't been like this, you know. It's like in high school, my senior year, I barely even needed to look at the sideline because I know what my OC was going to call. But it's part of the game, man. I'm appreciative, and Coach Likens, man, works his tail off for me and this football team, and I'll never take that away from him. So do my best and put my best on the field every single time, and I'll play my heart out for my team and them. Yeah, I mean, we're a lot more comfortable than we were game one, definitely, just in terms of the process of everything. I mean, we have our routine going. You know, I have a certain time I get in the building every single morning. You know, those are things that just take time, and now things are. I feel the mesh. We're meshing well.
Do you think that was the USC game a breakthrough in some ways in that regard with what you guys were able to do, kind of balance-wise on offense?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think the USC game, guys were just more locked in. We talked about, you know, certain guys just switching up their routine, just doing something different. And I did it. I switched it up. I wasn't kind of just chilled out. I wasn't as, you know, up in pregame and everything. I just was level-headed, and I was just so focused. And Nikhil had that in his eyes too. Eno had that in his eyes. We just approached it differently, which is why we came back with a win. Eating. Yeah. The SC 3rd and I want to say it was like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. We had a free rusher up the field. We ran outside zone, backside dig block. And Eno had a free guy come in the backfield, and he stopped his feet, gave him a head nod left. The dude broke down, and the dude was getting up, and I was like, yo, your ankle's all right, my guy. Like, are you good? Because I was just like, damn. I mean, there was nothing the kid could have done, you know. I mean, could have tackled him, made a better play, but Eno made such a quick and decisive move because of his preparation and how he trains that, I mean, the kid, I just knew the second I saw Eno stop, I was like, he ain't tackling Eno, you know. And those are moments like that are special. That's probably one I've been surprised about. And then there was one last game we had outside zone, and he took the handoff and just went vertical right away. So outside zone, normally you want to wrap the loop, you're looking for the hole. And, man, he caught it. He saw a hole from the center and the guard and just put his foot in the ground and just took off. And it's really impressive to see a back get downhill like that. And you want guys like that to be running the ball for you.
Manny, what can you say about the resiliency of the team as a whole to ride through the adversity in the middle of the season and still have your goals attainable in front of you these last 4 games?
We couldn't be in a better position with the record that we have right now, and it's on us. That's what I mean. We shouldn't have to say much. If I have to get the team hooped and hollered to be excited to play this football game, then we don't deserve to win it. So, but I don't need to do that. Our team knows the importance of it. We haven't been listening to you know, all the critics and all that stuff. I mean, that's one thing I've told our guys is just man, stay off social media. You know, if you want to post a picture and you know hear a little Twitter post here and there, do it, man. But don't be searching your name and like looking for gratification from somebody else's phone. Like that's just, it eats at you. And then you see negative posts, it eats at you. And I've been in those positions before. I've seen all the negative things, and I'm a human being. It's gonna hurt sometimes, you know. But that's the thing as being somebody who's been in this position before, is letting all these other guys that are in the locker room know that, man, we just gotta stay the course, and you know, if you have faith, man, and you continue to work hard, the rest will take care of itself.
You said that
Each game is its own game. We've been in this, like you said, this position before. We understand the importance of the game. If we didn't, we wouldn't have good coaches. So we understand the importance of the game and how critical and pivotal of a position we are in this season. We just got to come out and everybody has to do their job. If everybody does their job, wins their one-on-one matchup, every single play, you'll come out victorious.
Did you happen to see on Sunday Todd Gurley was in this situation?
I knew this was going to come up. Oh, God. I just knew it. Just had to hit dagger.
It's so easy to think that, you know, it's going to click in to go down and play like that, but it's not as easy in practice.
No matter my answer, I'm going to get ridiculed for it, but that situation, I mean, really smart play by Todd Gurley. Wish he didn't do it because I wouldn't have got so much backlash. Yeah, I mean, I understand the situation. I knew the situation. Such a special moment. Something I'll never forget. Something my teammates will never forget. And I know if I ever have that situation again, I'll slide. But man, nobody's going to ever be able to take that away from me. And it's so much more to me than just scoring a touchdown. That means the world to me, to go in a Coliseum and put together a game like that, get hit, come out the game, have to have, my guy behind me, Dylan, go in and take some that eats at me. So, I just was playing hungry, and I guess my dog mentality took over.